Hello, everyone. Welcome to week 6. You're almost three-fourths of the way done with the class. Congratulations on that. Getting through week 5 as well. Just success all the way around. So, an apology for delay in uploading the video. There seemed to be a glitch with my CUI the other day, so that's why the video is coming up late. So, an overview of week 6. What is week 6 about? And really, the themes are decision making, being able to look at the distributed leadership theory, and the principal role in PLC. So, those are the 3 core topics that will be focused upon this week. The way you're going to cover them this week is if we look at it, in your readings, you're going to read chapter 6, decision making, quality, and acceptance. Big thing that stands out for me when making decisions: don't expect 100% buy-in to a decision that needs to be made. I've heard the factor of about 80%, 70 to 80% shows that decision should be made because you've got that much on board. That would be considered a majority. You'll read more about it and have more conversation. And then you're going to look at Cosner, and that is this article right here, leading the ongoing development of collaborative data practices, looking at how data helps you in that decision-making process. I'm not going to give away the article, but it just really the need for driving everything through data. If you look at PLC, and what Eckert and Dufour really talked about is the driving factor should be the data that proves students know what they know, and also the proof of what students still need to know and how you remediate that, looking at the PLC questions. So the next article to read for this week is Fostering Distributed Instructional Leadership, looking at that development in the high school level, especially for our secondary members here in our course. Just a great reflective piece. If you're elementary, getting you thinking about secondary as well. And then there's one more component for reading, and that is the relational trust, looking at how you build that trust in a PLC, so that way it can grow and prosper as well. So those are the reading components to help support the conversation of this week. You've got your learning module on decision making. We do have a discussion board. Actually, you'll notice that there's 2 discussion boards, but the second one is really just trying to get everybody to put their focus for their collaborative groups out. One person can post for the group. If you just want to be able to state who's in your group and what that focus is, that'll be perfect. The primary discussion board, or just DB1, looks at a video from Anthony Muhammad, who is a part of PLCs, and really talked about how he brought his team together with data decision making to make a difference for kids. So reflect on that and think, what are the best practices in making decisions at your school site, or looking at his model as well. So that's the discussion board for this week. As a reminder, know that your first initial post needs to be done by Thursday of this week, with your 2 follow-up to classmates by Sunday of this week. There is another Christian message from Dr. Maxwell about the transformational leader, and then that look ahead, that reminder that you do have your collaborative research paper that you will have to post on here to let me know what that subject is, but want to get work on that. Remember that you want to try and keep it all within the group panel or section. So if you click on groups in your sidebar, that will take you to your group. And then last but certainly not least, I wasn't skipping it over, but what is due by this Sunday at 11:59 p.m. is your cultural analysis of your school or your district. Again, that question of walking into your school or walking into a particular area of your school, what do you feel? What do you get? It can be a pictorial representation. It can be a Prezi. It can just be a slide with images. But remember, if it's going to be like a presentation slide, you do want to give the presenter information so I understand what it's representing. If it's a Prezi, just working that to click in and be able to read what that focus factor is of how that represents. Remember, in our discussion last week, it's really looking at the possibility of a hidden rule, or the representation of something going well at your school as well. So that is due again this week by 11:59. If you are Sunday at 11:59, if you're choosing to write the paper, remember you must maintain within 2 to 3 written pages about what that culture analysis is of your school or the district. Some of you even asked about comparison. You can give that, but making sure it's clearly understood. With all that, I hope that you have a great week. Don't hesitate to email, text, or call if you have any questions. All grades for your leadership interview paper should be up. It was great to see what you gained from the insight. Just some reminders about different pieces. really make sure that you are looking at a rubric and trying to address that level 4 of the rubric as you continue to complete the rest of the assignments for this class. Have a great week. God bless.